Hello and welcome to the show. This is kind of a new sort of series to run alongside First Gear, in which we have a look at some of the greatest driving vehicles that have ever featured on the Xbox. Up first we have this, the Carbon Ubershell from Burnout Paradise.
That is the best name for a car ever.
It is, it's a brilliant name, it's incredible fun to try and pronounce this one. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Burnout Paradise, you'll know exactly what this car is. For those of you who don't, looking at it, you're going to think it's sort of like a prototype race car. Okay, it's got the traditional Burnout flames and whatever, but it looks very much like a sort of Le Mans type car. But the truth is, it really isn't. It's designed for doing stunts, as you can see here. I'm going to jump over some things. It's not the greatest stunt car in the world, I will be honest with you. As you can tell, it's kind of rather wide and not the easiest thing in the world to control. But I have to say, it's incredibly fun doing stunts with this thing. There we go.
It has got nitrous though, so that's just cool.
Yeah, it has nitrous, which makes everything better. And it is incredible fun doing stunts in a sort of prototype race car. I also found out when filming this, it's kind of strong, as sort of I demonstrate here. I failed miserably, and it's still working, which is pretty incredible.
Right, here we have the BMW M1 Pro Car. Now, this is on the PGR4, and in my opinion, this is probably one of the best cars in PGR4. I love it. It's really good. It's 470 horsepower and 0-60 in 4.3 seconds, which in 1978 when it came out, it was quick. And I really do like this car. It's a C-Class car on PGR4, and, well, as you're looking at driving it, power sliding it.
It's probably one of the best handling cars there are on PGR4. There's lots of big wings and sort of aero parts on it that give it an incredible amount of downforce. And except for that rather big slide, normally it's pretty well planted.
It is, yeah, and it just sounds amazing.
Yeah, the engine, again, if we were doing that best sounding car on any game, this one would probably sort of get up there as well. It's an incredible engine.
It would get up there.
It also looks pretty good for how many years old that is. It's quite a long time ago this was made.
Yeah, it's nearly 40, well, over 40 years old. It hasn't really aged well, but at the same time it just looks amazing. Yeah, so one of my favourite cars.
It also, I think, if I remember rightly, well, I haven't played PGR for a while, I'm pretty sure this car sort of dominates the leaderboards, especially around the tighter, twistier tracks. Next, it is back to Burnout Paradise, and I'm sorry about the crappy weather, it kind of went all foggy when I was filming this. But this is the Duststorm supercharged. It's a buggy, well, I haven't guessed what this thing might be quite good at, apart from me doing burnouts.
I'm guessing it's good at doing stunts and jumping off things.
It is indeed. Now I'm going to see if I can line it up and try not to hit the oncoming traffic.
Try not to hit traffic, actually.
Yeah. Here we go. Much more like it. Much better than the Carbon Ubershell, but probably not quite as spectacular. Even if it does try to land on its side.
Nearly.
We go off the top of the building.
Mega jump. You like Burnout Paradise, don't you?
I do. It is a very good game. And, well, while it is a very good sort of stunt car, it does kind of tend to do too many barrel rolls, as I shall now demonstrate. Kind of hard to say there.
Yeah,
that's a squashed car. Up next, we have got the Peugeot 205 T16. This is the Group B rally car, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Group B rally car that was ever made. It certainly won the most championships. I'm sorry about the music and stuff, it can't kind of turn it off, but...
Yeah, this was the Group B that was designed and managed by Jean Todt, who is now president of the FIA. I think he still is.
Yeah,
maybe.
I believe he's. Yeah, I think he is at the moment. The 205 T16 has 450 horsepower. The car weighs less than a ton, which means that back in the Group B eras, it was phenomenally quick. It beat the Quattros. The Quattros ended up having trying to get sort of 600 horsepower out of their engines to even keep up with the 205s because they're so small and agile.
It was good. Mid-engine, wasn't it, as well, which made it easy.
It was mid-engine, four-wheel drive. Unlike the French with the Renault 5 that was mid-engine and rear-wheel drive, up there sort of going over a jump on two wheels, sort of proper Group B style. Gets good airtime as well. It's also brilliant fun to throw about these rally courses because even on dirt it's so light and so agile. There isn't a car that I'd rather race with on dirt through, I have to say.
Right, now, as one of us is demonstrating here the car doing donuts, this is the Sierra Cosworth RS500. And obviously this is on Forza, and this is one of the best cars on Forza. It's one of the most fun, and as you can see here, you can form ridiculously good donuts. This was the 1984 one, is this? Or one of the others. And this was the car that was raced in the 1985 British Touring Car Championship, driven by Andy Rouse, who it was very successful, I think, when it was being raced. Also won the manufacturer's title in World Touring Cars in 1987, I think.
It's a successful touring car. When it comes onto Forza, it's a sort of mid C-class car. It's not the most powerful in the world. It's got 224 horsepower, this version. But basically every corner you go around, it wants to go sideways. And unlike American muscle cars, it's not horrendously overpowered. It's just sort of controllable. And it's just a good fun car to drive. You sort of slide everywhere. You don't really care about what sort of lap times you're doing because it's just so much fun to drive.
It is amazing. One of the best cars in Forza. I think most people can say that.
It's a classic sort of Cosworth. You can't really beat a Cosworth when it comes to messing about. I'm kind of
not
gone
for
on
fun,
gravel there.
no.
Never mind. Well, that's it, folks. So if you have any cars that you think we should feature in future episodes, please leave a comment below this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.